us try to express our love and gratitude through flowers. So I request Honorable Director Sir, Principal Ma'am and Principal Sir to please come forward and present bouquet to our guest of honor, Mr. Dan Gopal Das G, spokesperson ISKCON, and to our resource person, Ms. Mitali Mukherjee, Principal Indrapuram Public School and a renowned spokesperson. That's right. Gratitude and reverence for Sir. Your auspicious presence.
All of you, all educators sitting before me, very warm good morning, because we are going to learn something. The grace of God, today is Ekadashi too. Luckily we have got the Krishna Bhakts before us as the most versatile, talented, resource person, none other than Mitali Mukherjee. Please give her a clap. Yes, she is principal of Indrapuram Public Schools. Apart from it, she is my younger sister too. So, learning from a younger sister, I'm really graced today. Learning from a younger sister face to face, it's really going to be a wonderful thing for me. And that's a thank you, Mitali ma'am, I'm going to learn. And the topic also, it's very, very important. And today is the first time this topic will be open. Through her, you can say that the mental health and wellness of the school-going students. We know that the spirituality has in education. These two things together have, then we can be a wonderful human beings. That amalgamation we have seen here, and I'm sure that the first things to be how we can groom our kids, that she will tell, and that's going to be a wonderful session. Once again, on behalf of the Knowledge Gram International School and Adivarta Sahodayas, I welcome you ma'am on this.
Because हमारे लिए तो अगर आप अपने बचपन को जाएं, let's remember our childhood. Was school such a terrible place for us? Yes. Were we actually very unhappy going to school? No. Actually, we never thought like that. We just wanted to pass class 1, then class 2, then class 3, और उसके बाद कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता था life में. Okay. And it was happening like this. But suddenly, it has changed. The day this child comes into the school, he is treated as a product. अब उस product को आप कितना अच्छा बना सकते हैं, कितना उसमें advantages plus minus डाल सकते हैं. Country, or if you know this, ये नया अभी latest चल रहा है. We are going to be one of the youngest country in the world. Okay. So now what has happened is, क्योंकि हम लोग youngest होंगे, तो we have the maximum number of adolescents also. So mental health problem in India will be the highest because it will have the maximum number of adolescents. And why mental health problem will be there? I hope you understood. The current you understood, no? Why? So it becomes very important for each one of us to understand how to improve the mental health of these children. Because once it is written here, school-going children, the reason is that adolescents are maximum in the school. Adolescent मतलब? Adolescent मतलब? कितने साल से कितने साल तक? 12 से 15. वो हमारे समय की बात है. 12 से 15. अभी क्लास 3-4. Girls are hitting puberty at a much earlier age than before. So now we cannot say 12 to 15 or 16. It is right, you can say right from class, age group of 7 to 8 years से शुरू हो जाता है. And it continues till a side. तो मुझे ऐसा फील होता है यार, वो IITian था तो फिर क्या कमी थी उसके लाइफ में? हमारे लिए तो सपना है ना. Every मेरा बेटा IIT करेगा, क्लास 6 से ही उसको कोचिंग में भेज रहे हैं। फिर मैं सोचती हूँ IIT तो बन गया, ठीक है, IIT में उसके एडमिशन हो गया, फिर इसने सुसाइड क्यों किया? अब कौन सा प्रॉब्लम था उसके लाइफ में? फिर मैं न्यूज में मैंने सुन पढ़ा किसी IPS ऑफिसर ने अपने आप को गोली मार दी। IPS ऑफिसर बन गया, फिर भी गोली मार रहा है अपने आप को, तो उससे बेहतर तो हम ही लोग, we are better, we are much better. So you know what's happening? Mental health is a very burning issue these days. Somewhere there is problem here, or in our country it is considered as a taboo. You cannot talk about mental health. Do you know? I mean, you all will agree with me. अगर क्लास में कोई बच्चा है and you tell the parents something, मेरा बच्चा पागल, आप मेरे बच्चे को पागल बोल रहे हो, बस उनके लिए मेंटल हेल्थ का एक ही डेफिनेशन है, पागल। इसके ऊपर भी कुछ नहीं है, उसके नीचे भी कुछ नहीं है। In my school, you know, there's a child, there's a young girl, very nice, very good girl, but her problem is she hallucinates. She will think whatever she wants to think. In my school, there are no male teachers, only female teachers are there. But one day she went home and she told her mother, "Mama, मुझे एग्जाम के नोटबुक्स मिले थे, कॉपीज मिले थे, आंसर शीट्स, तो वो there's one sir, वो क्लास में मेरे कॉपी को फाड़ कर डस्टबिन में फेंक दी। मदर केम टू मी विद अ कंप्लेंट। मैंने भी एक सेकंड के लिए सोचा हाँ सर ने फाड़ा होगा। मुझसे किसने फाड़ा? तो सर ने फाड़ा। मेरे स्कूल में तो सर ही नहीं, कौन सा सर ने फाड़ा? Now you know this is 2-3 things she did like this, so I understood that she is hallucinating. She has her own world. So one day I called the parent. मैंने कहा बाप रे ये तो बहुत बुरी बात है, कभी वो hallucinate करेगी कि इस खिड़की के नीचे जमीन है और कूद जाएगी तो what will I do? So I called the parents. I told them, sir, I think she needs a little help. The parent told, I'll lodge an FIR against you. क्या किया सर मैंने? तो क्या आप मेरे बच्चे को पागल बोल रहे हो? This is the situation. It's a big taboo to talk about mental health, to talk about sex, to talk about gender sensitivity, to talk about marital affairs, extramarital affairs, to talk about marriage also in public. It's a big taboo still in our country. So when we are discussing mental health, we have to be very, very careful, very, very careful. So don't go tomorrow to your school and start discussing mental health that today Mitalina has taught. When you are talking about mental health, you have to be very careful. There are certain topics which you can discuss with students in general, but there are certain topics before discussing which you need parental consent. Okay. So actually, you know, the entire story started almost in the month of September or August. I exactly don't remember. I think September.
Ma'am, please come.
When you know, 10 master trainers from each state were selected and they were sent to NCRT. So I was the privileged one of the privileged ones from Bihar and Jharkhand. I was also selected as out of those 10, and we went to Delhi for a 7-day training, master trainers program. This topic was actually launched then, and CBSE has come up with a beautiful manual also on this. It is not still available, but it will soon be available because it's okay. From January, you know, we are coming up with the training programs for the school. This is the mental health manual. You can search for it. Log on to the CBSE site and get the digital copy also. And now CBSE will do workshops to train the teachers on this. And mental health, interpersonal relationships, values and responsible citizenship, gender equality, nutrition, health, sanitation, prevention and management of substance misuse मतलब drugs वगैरह, promotion of healthy lifestyle, reproductive health and HIV prevention, safety and security against violence and injuries, and promotion of safe use of internet gadgets and media. ये 11 टॉपिक्स हैं। ये सारे जब तालमेल में होंगे, that is the time when the mental health of the child will be good. So 11 modules, so it's not possible for us to take up in a one-day workshop. So my co-resource person and I, we have decided that we'll take up a few modules which we feel are more sensitive. Like for example, friends growing up healthy, nutrition.
कह रही हूँ सेटल हो जा, कब तक अकेला रहेगा यूएसए में? एक कप गर्म कॉफी पीने के लिए भी बाहर जाना पड़ता है ठंड में। एक मिनट, हाँ, कुछ लीजिए ना। 24 आवर्स कॉफी, इसी के साथ सेटल हो जाइए। नो वीजा प्रॉब्लम। शादी की डरी है क्या है ना दीजिए। I'm not a kitchen appliance.
Havells Appliances. Respect better.
See the positive thought. See, when you're talking about gender, friends, when you're talking about gender, it's very important we forget the transgender. लेकिन हमारे समाज में एक्चुअली ऐसा था नहीं। आप अगर संस्कृत लैंग्वेज को देखें, ऑलरेडी उसमें 3 जेंडर्स डिफाइंड हैं, बट somehow we fell into the prey of colonialism and we forgot about the third gender, which is very, very important. Until and unless teachers like you in schools like this promote children from that gender, include that gender in their day-to-day schooling, activities, curriculum, I never think that this scenario will change. So as teachers, you have a big, big responsibility as school management, as directors. We have a big responsibility that the children from this community should also be included in the schools. Our discussion about gender is incomplete without discussing about them. अब कितने भी हम पढ़े लिखे हो गए हो, कितने भी हम सोफिस्टिकेटेड हो गए हो, कितनी भी अच्छी हमको इंग्लिश क्यों नहीं बोलने आती है फ्रेंड्स, ये सच्चाई है कि जब हम एक ट्रांसजेंडर को देखते हैं तो वी आर नॉट नॉर्मल। इधर हम रोड पर उनके मजे लेने के लिए खड़े हो जाते हैं, या फिर डर कर भाग जाते हैं, या फिर एवरीथिंग दैट कम्स इनटू आवर माइंड इज नेगेटिव। अब हमारे अंदर एक्सेप्टेंस है ही नहीं। So this is a very important thing, very sensitive issue which you should discuss with your students. And right from childhood you should discuss it with them. So that they grow up learning about them. They grow up that yes, there is someone like this. अगर आपको इसका बहुत अच्छा एक एग्जाम्पल है, अगर आपको एक बच्चा है और वो दूसरा बच्चा अगर आपको लेना है and you take the decision within 3, 4, 5 years of time, the first child easily accepts no, there is no problem, मगर अगर आपका बच्चा 20 साल का है और उस समय आप एक दूसरा बच्चा आपकी जिंदगी में आता है, it's very difficult for the child to accept, very difficult. Similarly, अगर आप बचपन से ही बच्चों को थर्ड जेंडर के बारे में समझाने का तरीका अलग होगा. Maybe we will not go to their physical thing, we will go by emotions, we will go by some movies like this, we will do some case studies. तो मुझे ऐसा फील होता है कि जब हमारे बच्चे बड़े होंगे, they will already be very sensitive, they will already empathize with them, not sympathize of course. I know, I was very lucky to share the stage with such a personality. उनका नाम शबनम ही है, yes. And मुझे ताज्जुब हो रहा था, मुझे भी इनफैक्ट बहुत कुछ पता नहीं था. मैं भी यही समझती थी कि उनके लिविंग अर्न करने का वही एक तरीका है, what they normally do. But I was shocked. In fact, I was ashamed जब मैं उनके पास बैठी और मैंने ये सुना कि ये लोग क्या क्या कर रहे हैं. What kind of work they are doing for the society? वो तो हम और आप कभी करते ही नहीं, हम और आप कभी सोचते ही नहीं है. Because God has given us everything. God has made us so normal. 25 सीटी लगवा के उसको गला देते हैं. मैं क्या करती थी? मैं मिक्सी सब एक साथ पीस लेती थी. और बॉटल जो पीने वाला बोतल है उसका निपल को मैंने बड़ा काट दिया. और when he used to sleep, I used to put this. लेकिन तरीका निकाला. This is blended learning. This is the classic example of blended learning. You have to find out some method by which your child learns. अब आपको मेथड कुछ भी हो, तो इतनी मेहनत कौन करेगा? पापा लोग तो इरिटेट हैं, कभी कभी, लेकिन मम्मी करती है. तो आप जब भी क्लासरूम में जाओ तो अपने अंदर इनकार्नेशन ऑफ अ मदर, बी ऑनेस्ट. जरूरत पड़ेगी तो थप्पड़ लगाओ, लेकिन वो कैसे लगाना आपको अगेंस्ट केस हो जाएगा। 2 थप्पड़ से बड़ा केस, मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि जब ये शो इज वेरी ट्रू, और जब जरूरत पड़े आप बैन करो। इट इज योर ओन इंटेलेक्ट व्हिच विल गाइड यू, बट योर हार्ट शुड बी योर मदर। देखिए दिल का रंग अभी तो व्हाट्सएप में हो गया है, आई कैन नॉट कंट्रोल, लेकिन दिल का रंग हमेशा लाल ही होता है। कपड़ों के रंग बदलते हैं, लिपस्टिक का रंग बदलता है, बिंदी का रंग बदलता है, दिल का रंग हमेशा लाल ही होता है। वो लाल रंग वो दिल लेकर जाता है, वो इसलिए नहीं जा रहा है कि यार अभी का हाथ जब देखो मेरा ही सब्स्टिट्यूशन लगा देती है, फिर से मुझे क्लास 7 में जाना है। नॉट दैट। या आपको ये सोचना है अरे यार गॉट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मीट माय किड्स, I got an opportunity to meet my kids. So that will guide you. No resource person can guide you better than your heart. Take your heart along with you to the class. That's very important. Yes, please.
As a teacher, how is it important, how much is it important to take the gender-sensitive issues in the class? As if I am very much confident in taking certain issues which is so much of controversial. Okay, and if with the fear, if I stop myself taking this issue, will it be right, or should I go ahead or take the challenge? If some chaos happens, I'll take the charge of it and make the class aware of those gender-sensitive issues.
Of course. You have to take the lead. अगर हम बात ही नहीं करेंगे तो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कैसे होगा?
Ma'am, problem should be there, है ना?
हाँ.
Then only the discussion. If I go and discuss that any sexual or other things in the class where you are not pointing out, general sensitizing something different, personalizing or something which individually, that will create a problem. What do you think that? Suppose I want
I understand.
the things which is not at the stage of the child, if I'll take the class of the 5 and talking about the pregnancy or something, don't you feel that that is not very
That should be age
it's
appropriate.
the age of
Age appropriate information given to you. जैसे मैंने आपको शुरू में क्या बताया, there are certain topics in which you should take the parental consent. Like if you are discussing HIV, if you are discussing HIV, sexually transmitted disease, you must talk to the parents and the children also, or with their consent you should do. But suppose you are doing about growth, healthy lifestyle, then these things you should take. There are some generic topics, there are some specialized topics. The generic topics ना आपको सोचना है कि till where today I discussed gender sensitivity with you. Was there anything which cannot be discussed in the classroom also?
everything is
Very simple, we have done. So this you can take, you have to just sensitize the students. देखो, when we go to college, first time, our teacher comes and gives a lecture. But when we are in school, teacher teaches from a book. And we know that when we go home, we have to study this book. But when you go to the college, the teacher is giving a wonderful lecture और आपको ये नहीं पता होता किस बुक से तो आप क्या करते हो? आप खोजना
I'd like to hand over my mic to today's resource person, Mr. Amit.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, it's an honor to be here. I welcome all my colleagues and my little brother, as you said, Dr. C.B. Singh sir. And when we talk about this, so he is popularly known as SB sir, SBS. उसको जमाने में लोग सर पे जाते थे SBS से और यहाँ 2 SB बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट था एक SBI जहाँ लोग पैसा डालते हैं और दूसरा SB सर थे and he was so popular among the students and parents that they used to bring the child and hand over कि आप उसको नेत्रहाट में डाल देंगे ये ट्रस्ट था लोगों के. Now I was just hearing sir and I was also looking through my watch. सर तो टाइम जा रहा आप लोग भी देख रहे टाइम बस हुई तो मुझे और तो रुकना नहीं पड़ेगा. तो what is important is what sir was sharing with you is something which is worth learning with the today's generation. हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं मॉड्यूल्स में फंस जाके रह जाते हैं. This is the model CBSE has given us. Whenever I go for the training session, so I find that modules are printed, it is given to us, and as a resource person we need to deliver it. And many of the resource persons, I find they make a same mistake that they follow the timeline, they follow the modules. Modules are there as a guide. It is not that you have to start with the module and end with the module. The best module what we get to know is what sir has shared right now. So thank you, sir, for being with us. Such a wonderful. Coming back to the topic, because I have been called to like, yes, thank you. So I selected this theme, that is the promotion of safe use of internet and gadgets and media. This is the theme what I selected. The reason is that as a teacher, we have been facing this crisis. As a parent, we are facing this crisis today. And we all are victim of that. There is a famous, I do not name a political leader who started the movement, what we call recording and putting in the social media. So, what's what is the name which is called, which is used over there? Like, you go to someone's chamber, make the recordings, string operations. And tahalka.com, yeah, tahalka.com एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी बन गई इस स्ट्रिंग ऑपरेशन से. Correct? Good or bad? As sir said that everything is having the good and the bad. So it was good that many people they started